July 16th, Andy Byron, the former CEO of Astronomer, was caught embracing his human resources director, Kristen Cabot, on a kiss cam during a Coldplay concert at Gillette Stadium. Now, since the video posted on social media of them ducking and hiding for cover, it's gone viral, with Andy stepping away from his job, and many people are wondering if his wife Megan, or maybe Andy himself, will ask for a divorce. Now, as of this taping of this broadcast, no decision or announcement has been made. But should the couple decide to part ways, our financial expert Donna LaScala has some advice that will be useful when it comes to divvying up the money and the assets. Donna is a registered financial consultant, a certified divorce financial analyst, also known as a CDFA, and founder of the company Comprehensive Divorce Solutions. Donna is also president of the Association of Divorce Financial Planners. Donna, welcome.
Thank you so much for having me today.
Thank you for being here. And this story is all that everybody's been talking about. And that is if, Megan Byron decides to file for a divorce from her husband, Andy Byron, again, the former CEO of Astronomer, who was caught canoodling with the mistress at the Coldplay concert, why would you suggest Megan hire a certified divorce financial analyst?
So let's just talk about how complicated this case would be. This is a high net worth, high potential conflict situation because of all of the press that they've already received. There is nothing that's going to be private about this. It's very unfortunate. But not only does Megan, if she decides to file for divorce, or if Andy makes that move first, not only does the services of a certified divorce financial analyst need to be employed, but they're going to need a team of people that will help them analyze all of the assets, all of the income, and the potential consequences of the divorce. Because with a high net worth couple like this, there's a lot of stuff that's probably been put into place that, the average Jane and Joe may not necessarily have that complicates the divorce. And by that I mean things like a prenup, a postnup, an estate plan. There are so many things that are surrounding this couple because of their high net worth that need to be put on the front burner first and foremost. And the type of person that can help, or the team that can help figure that out and get everything done the right way, starts with a CDFA. Because I could take a look at everything they have, where it is, how it's titled, who actually is the owner of what, who is the ultimate beneficiary of what, and how to then unbundle that and make sure that everybody comes out in the equitable distribution that's going to need to take place. Massachusetts is an equitable distribution state. So it's very complicated and needs a lot of eyes on this.
Now, although Andy did step down from his position in a divorce, why is it important for anyone married to a business executive, a partner at a big firm, or even owner of a company to do a business evaluation?
So in a situation like this, the business valuation is crucial because, and this is actually public information, part of his compensation is an equity stake in that company. So what does that mean? So he has been hired and he became COO, and then I think he had another position, and then he became CEO. Part of his employment contract states that he has, and again, this is public knowledge, it's all out there for anybody to see, he has somewhere between a 1 and 5% stake in that company. Now, I know that doesn't necessarily sound like a lot, But when I was looking into this even more, that could be anywhere between $20 and $50 million, depending upon what the value of the company is. Now, company values can fluctuate, not necessarily on a daily basis, but it all depends also whether it's a publicly traded company or not. There's a lot of private equity that's involved in this particular company. So getting a handle on what the company is worth then translates into what is his 1 to 5% stake actually worth. And that is a marital asset. So it's extremely important to know what this company is worth. And I've seen estimates upwards of $1 billion. So it's extremely important to know what that number is. And that takes a full-blown forensic accounting team to delve into all of the records of the company before they can give anybody that information.
Let's talk about Andy's net worth. I read in multiple reports it could be anywhere from $20 to $70 million. Why does it extend way past his tenure at Astronomer?
So first of all, you have to know that this man did not just come on the scene, fully grown like, Athena from the head of Zeus. He's been around for a while. He has had other positions at other companies. So he came to Astronomer and became CEO a couple of years ago, but he had, other jobs. So it's highly likely that he has retirement money from other positions. He also has other assets that did not just come from Astronomer. So all of that needs to be added into the total marital estate. The question, though, is there anything that he has that's a separate asset? Now, that's very important because in any divorce situation, first thing on the list is what's in the marital estate. Was there anything that was previous to the marriage? Was there anything that was inherited, which is outside of the marriage? And all of those things need to be established before you start talking about, okay, who is entitled to what? So we know that there's the marital residence in Massachusetts. We also know that there's another house in Maine. So that's a second house. It's an investment property, whatever. I would venture to guess that there's probably other assets that we don't even know about yet that have been either acquired during the marriage or inherited from other sources. Who is this guy? Where did he come from? There's a lot of information that needs to be established before we know what she would be entitled to as part of the marital assets. So there's a lot more to him than just his 1 to 5% stake in Astronomer. He also may have received a signing bonus. He also may have received stock options. He also may have received, and I could go on and on. So there's a potential for a lot of other assets to be out there that could be part of the marital estate to be separated and split in equitable distribution.
Yeah, you talked about the couple's home, or I should say one of the couple's homes, and multiple reports are saying that there are public records in the state of Massachusetts that show Andy Byron owns a 4-bedroom home in Massachusetts through a trust with his wife, Megan, that is valued at probably more than $2 million. What exactly does this mean?
Okay, so this is where I was talking about estate planning. What documents exist? What has been done? There are trusts that are created for the purposes of passing real estate, for example, onto the next generation and protecting it from certain taxes or protecting it from creditors or protecting it from lots of other things. There's lots of different kinds of trusts. So let's just say they have a basic trust, which is an irrevocable trust, and they've put their house in the trust. The reason for that is because there is a federal estate tax limitation. There's a maximum that if your net worth upon your death is under $13 million, which is where the level is right now. If it's under $13 million, your estate is not paying federal estate taxes. Anything over $13 million is taxable. Now think about what you just said. His net worth is purported to be somewhere between 20 and 70 million. That's way the heck over 13. So it's likely that the couple had done estate planning and created a trust for the purposes of being able to pass this wealth onto their children upon their death. So it's not unusual for a house or houses and accounts like stock accounts and, other kinds of things, life insurance, to be in an irrevocable trust so that the estate can pay the taxes upon the death of the two individuals. It complicates matters because all of that needs to be established, but it doesn't necessarily mean that she's not entitled to the house, because even an irrevocable trust can be broken. It's called decanting. And I've had circumstances where divorces have occurred where the first thing that needs to be done before the divorce is that a trust needs to be decanted. I've also seen trust documents that say if the couple gets divorced, 2 new trusts are created, and the corpus of the trust, everything that's in it, gets split evenly between the 2 parties, and they go on their merry way with 2 new individual trusts. So it's possible, but that needs to be established first as far as what's going to happen next.
In addition to working with the CDFA, because of their wealth, do you also recommend she add a forensic accountant to the team?
Absolutely. Absolutely, because there's going to be a lot of digging that needs to be done. And in these more complicated situations, I have many times partnered with a forensic accountant to do the work because there is so much data to be gone through and analyzed and then regurgitated back to the client so that they understand what it is that they're looking at. It's more than one person. It is definitely a team that needs to be employed here.
Donna, for people who want to learn more, how do they get in touch with you?
You can call me at my office, 516-234-7522.
Donna LaScala, President of Comprehensive Divorce Solutions, thank you so much for joining us. Don't go anywhere, because when we come back, we're going to look back on 4 years.
At Comprehensive Divorce Solutions, Donna LaScala provides the tools for people to deal with assets, debts, equitable distribution, and retirement in divorce negotiations. We hold your hand during and after the divorce process, providing a roadmap of what happens next and into the future. Divorce is difficult whether you're initiating it or not. It's fraught with emotion. When you deal with emotions, you are not dealing with logic, making it more difficult to decide what to do with your money. Hiring a professional to assist you in walking down the money path is crucial to avoiding potentially costly mistakes. Donna's goal is to make sure that each individual knows how they are going to be able to survive and thrive during and after divorce. As a CDFA-trained mediator and collaborative financial neutral, Donna helps people get unstuck and move forward towards their post-divorce future. Call Donna LaScala at 516-218-6919, 516-218-6919.